Property Pulse.
With Espace Real Estate. Think Dubai Real Estate. Think Espace Real Estate.
Right, let's put that new master plan in context. Not one, but two mega projects announced in the last 72 hours. Between them, they will house more than 100,000 people. A man who's sold a couple of houses is in the studio with us now, some publicly. Jake Matthews-Hubbard, Sales Director of Off-Plan Investment, joins us from Espace Real Estate this morning. Jake, you're the perfect man for this, to analyse a master plan. Good morning.
Good morning. And yes, I think it's incredibly exciting to see these mega projects. There's a lot of noise in the market of new launches popping up left, right and centre, but it's not every day these mega projects are announced. And I think it's a monumental time in the market, and it's very exciting for our clients particularly.
Yeah, what does it say that we've got two of these at the same time?
Well, they're two very different projects and two very different locations. So if we look at the next chapter, Jumeirah Golf Estates, that segment of the market, villas and townhouses, it is significantly undersupplied. In our April off-plan report, we saw that villas and townhouse volume of transaction was down 55% this April compared to last April. So we do need these additional homes. We do need additional townhouse and villas in particular.
This many, though, I mean, if these two go to scale that both of the developers are talking about, that is more than 100,000 people. Can the market take it all?
It's definitely a great question. I mean, what we're seeing in the secondary market and the rental market as well overspills into off-plan. This is where the demand comes from. So again, in our Q1 report, we're seeing that volume of rental transaction is down. Why is that? It's because more tenants are buying their own homes. Investors are selling up their existing portfolio properties. In the secondary market, end users are buying and staying in their homes longer. So we're seeing less supply in the market, in the secondary market, which is overspilling into off-plan to facilitate that demand.
Couple of things that have really stuck out for me about these master plans. Number one is the huge emphasis on green space in both of them. Are people willing to pay a premium for that?
Indeed, I think it ties nicely to the 2040 master plan, and we've seen the success of previous launches that are changing the way we live. We spoke previously about how luxury is a new convenience, so to speak, as well. And I think if you look at a Gaff Woods, that is a full urban green community that has seen tremendous demand in the off-plan market as well. And these two new projects in particular, they're building on that demand in the primary market.
The other is public transport. There's been some diagrams doing the rounds suggesting that we might see another metro line heading down the side of the golf course towards Jebel Ali Racecourse. If I have a look at the release that has been sent out to the media from the guys at Wassell, the people behind Jumeirah Golf Estates, literally third paragraph is only about the Etihad rail station, it's about a metro line, it's about the road that it's off, it's about connectivity to four major roads. They name every single road and its crossroad. It's all about getting in and out.
Yep. Definitely, if these master communities do achieve the scale of residents inside, we do need to improve the surrounding infrastructure. Again, if you can compare to London, the underground doesn't exist here yet. The metro doesn't expand to these key locations as well. So as we do grow as a city, we also do need to expand this infrastructure to facilitate that demand, definitely.
What will you expect to see in terms of pricing when these actually come to market?
Well, again, it overspills from the secondary market. In our Q1 report, 19 of the 20 villa and townhouse communities that we track went up in price despite volume going down as well. I think that trend will continue in the villa and townhouse communities because that is the most in-demand segment of the market, given the family sizes that are moving here as well. That's the segment they want. Apartments is a slightly different story, I think. I think we spoke previously that some of these older buildings might struggle in the secondary market compared to the level of luxury on offer as well. And overall, basic economics, more supply coming to market, we should see some stability in pricing in some areas for sure.
We've been speaking to developers, though, about the rise in cost of building materials, up about 8 to 10% last year. Some are suggesting that we could see it the same this year, particularly with tariffs on things like steel and aluminium affecting global prices. We've been talking to developers about the difficulties in locking in subcontractors at the moment, who obviously want to make a margin.
Yep.
Are the costs of building these developments becoming higher, and what does that mean for the demand for the newer launch developments as opposed to those that are about to hit the secondary market? Could we see them becoming less attractive?
I think it depends on the investor profile. First of all, what is their risk appetite? What kind of asset class do they want to be in? In these two communities, we're talking about luxury and ultra luxury, which of course commands a premium, and of course is spearheaded by the high quality materials that are used as well. It depends what's going on in the surrounding communities as such as well. What is the price per square foot there in the secondary market versus in the primary market as well? And that's how investors will analyze this if it's a project for them. And also the trend we're seeing in off-plan as well is that it's not just investors that are investing into these communities, it's actually end users planning to upsize, or for a second family home, or for family that's moving here as well. So that's what's slightly shifting that we're seeing at Espace for sure.
You say upsize. What would you expect to see given current trends and the size of floor plans for these, particularly apartments?
Yeah, it's interesting because maybe a few years ago, some developers were building smaller layouts that were less favorable for an end user as well. And the feedback from the market has been that they want more spacious layouts, they want more open space, they want more light in these apartments as well. And I think the most recent launches we've seen from a variety of different developers have been a better product, have been a better layout as well. And I think that trend has to continue because it is a very competitive market from different developers, from new developers popping up as well. So I think it's better for the end user to have that offering that is more flexible for what they're looking for.
We're going to continue speaking to Jake Matthews-Hubbard about these two new master plans, and in fact, a third, Schober Central. A cluster of massive new towers, interesting not just for the size of the development, but where it is and what they've called it as well. That's to come.
Dubai Eye 103.8 traffic.
With Yas Island Abu Dhabi. Stay at iconic hotels and play at record-breaking theme parks. Book now on yasisland.com.
Bizarrely, the traffic looks all right around some of these master plan developments this morning. Take, for example, on the Al Qudra corridor, the town square, Nishama thing. 2-3 weeks ago, we were getting messages going, oh, traffic, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Looking at the map this morning, it's absolutely fine. What are we? It's 8:45, peak rush hour. Look, I may be wrong, and if you're in it, ping us a message if it's safe. But it looks to me like the traffic in the Al Qudra corridor today is fine. Yeah, Hesse Street's a bit busy, so is Umsakim Road. But it's 8:45 in a busy city. Of course it's busy. I don't know. Looks okay to me.
Dubai Eye 103.8 traffic.
Coming up, more from Jake, but of course, we want you to join the conversation. Many people have. One message coming in saying, I tried to buy a property in Jumeirah Golf Estates recently, but it's about 5 million dirhams for an apartment just seems too expensive to me. Keep them coming.
Weather check.
With Air Arabia. Explore Vienna, Krakow, Warsaw, Athens.